Ladies, let's have a real conversation today. We live in a world that constantly tells women what to fix about themselves. Our hair, our bodies, our voices, every little thing is put under a microscope. But let me tell you something surprising. The things that actually catch a man's attention aren't what you think. You see, men are not as complicated as they seem. They don't walk around analyzing the shape of your nose or the size of your waistline. Instead, they notice something far deeper, something you may not even realize you're radiating. Confidence is one of the most powerful and attractive qualities a person can possess. It is not about having the perfect body, the perfect face, or fitting into society's narrow definitions of beauty. Instead, it's about the way you carry yourself, the energy you bring into a room, and the belief you have in your own worth. When a woman is confident, it radiates from her in ways that go beyond her appearance. Men notice this often before anything else. It's in the way she walks, the way she speaks, and even the way she handles challenges. Confidence is magnetic, and it has the power to draw people toward you effortlessly. There's a certain grace in a woman who knows who she is and isn't afraid to take up space. She doesn't shrink herself to make others comfortable, nor does she apologize for her opinions or desires. She walks with a purpose, knowing that she is valuable, not because of external validation, but because she believes it herself. This self-assurance creates a presence that is unforgettable. Men notice the way she enters a room, the way she holds eye contact, and the way she doesn't hesitate to speak her mind. Beyond body language, confidence is also reflected in how a woman carries herself emotionally. A confident woman does not need constant reassurance to feel beautiful or worthy. She doesn't seek approval from others because she knows her worth is not determined by outside opinions. This independence is incredibly attractive. Men are drawn to women who are secure in themselves because it shows emotional maturity and self-respect. There is a quiet strength in a woman who doesn't need to prove herself to anyone. She knows she is enough just as she is, and that is powerful. Another undeniable element of confidence is authenticity. A confident woman is not trying to be someone she's not. She embraces her quirks, flaws, and individuality rather than hiding them. She doesn't conform to expectations just to be liked. Instead, she remains true to her personality, values, and beliefs. Men notice this authenticity because it is rare and refreshing. In a world where so many people try to fit into a mold, a woman who stands in her truth shines. She doesn't chase trends or pretend to be someone she's not to gain attention. Instead, she embraces her uniqueness, and that confidence makes her unforgettable. Confidence also influences how a woman handles challenges and setbacks. Life is unpredictable, and no one is immune to difficulties. However, a confident woman doesn't let failures define her. She sees them as stepping stones rather than obstacles. She faces challenges head-on and doesn't allow fear to hold her back. This resilience is incredibly attractive because it shows strength of character. Men notice when a woman doesn't crumble under pressure but instead rises to the occasion. She doesn't let negativity shake her belief in herself. This ability to stand firm in the face of adversity makes her someone others look up to and admire. A confident woman is comfortable in her own skin. She doesn't obsess over every flaw or constantly compare herself to others. She understands that true beauty is not about perfection but about self-acceptance. This ease in her own body makes her more appealing than any perfect outfit or flawless makeup ever could. Men notice the way she carries herself without insecurity, the way she smiles without hesitation, and the way she enjoys life without worrying about judgment. It is this self-assuredness that leaves a lasting impression. Confidence is also reflected in how a woman communicates. She doesn't shy away from expressing her thoughts, standing up for what she believes in, or engaging in meaningful conversations. She is not afraid to challenge opinions or speak up when necessary. Men notice when a woman carries herself with poise in discussions, when she expresses herself with clarity, and when she is unapologetically herself in every situation. This assertiveness is attractive because it shows intelligence, strength, and a sense of purpose. Confidence is an energy that cannot be faked. It is something that comes from within and influences everything about a person. When a woman truly believes in herself, it transforms how she moves through life, how she interacts with others, and how she is perceived. Men notice this, not in a superficial way, but in a deeply instinctual one. Confidence draws people in, commands respect, and makes a woman truly unforgettable. The way a woman treats others speaks volumes about who she is as a person. It is one of the most revealing aspects of her character, and men notice it more than they might openly express. It goes beyond just being polite or well-mannered. It is about how she interacts with people in every situation, whether they are friends, strangers, or even those who may not be able to do anything for her in return. A woman's kindness is one of the first things people notice about her. It's easy to be nice when everything is going well. When a woman is naturally compassionate and considerate, it leaves a lasting impression. Whether it's offering a kind word to a colleague, helping someone in need without expecting anything in return, or simply listening when someone needs to talk, these small acts of kindness make a woman stand out. Men notice when she shows genuine warmth, not just to people she likes or wants to impress, but to everyone around her. Another thing men observe is how a woman treats service staff and people in positions of less power. It's one thing to be charming in social settings, but if she is rude to waiters, dismissive to cleaners, or impatient with customer service representatives, it sends a strong message about her true nature. How she behaves toward those who cannot offer her anything in return reveals whether her kindness is real or just a performance. Men pay attention to these moments, and it influences how they see her. No amount of beauty or charm can make up for a lack of genuine respect for others. Empathy is another quality that stands out. A woman who can put herself in someone else's shoes and respond with understanding is incredibly attractive. Life is full of ups and downs, and men notice when a woman shows emotional intelligence by being supportive rather than judgmental. It's in the way she comforts a friend going through a hard time, the way she reassures someone who feels insecure, or even the way she forgives and lets go of grudges instead of holding on to resentment. A woman who carries herself with grace, even in difficult situations, is someone who naturally draws people toward her. A sense of fairness is another trait that does not go unnoticed. Let's meet Maria Veldre. You met. When a woman is just and does not play favorites or gossip about others, it shows a level of maturity that is rare. Men notice when she speaks positively about others rather than tearing people down. The way she talks about her friends when they are not around says a lot about her character. If she uplifts others and celebrates their success without jealousy or bitterness, it reveals a confidence and security in herself that is truly admirable. Patience and understanding in difficult moments are also qualities that stand out. When a woman is able to handle stressful or frustrating situations with calmness and composure rather than reacting with anger or negativity, it shows emotional strength. Whether it's waiting in a long line without losing her temper, handling misunderstandings with maturity, or dealing with disagreements respectfully, men notice how she navigates these moments. A woman who remains kind and composed even when things don't go her way leaves a deep and lasting impression. The way she supports and encourages others also plays a role in how she is perceived. A woman who genuinely celebrates the achievements of those around her rather than feeling threatened by them is incredibly attractive. Men notice when she lifts others up instead of competing with them. If she is the type of person who inspires those around her to be better, who motivates her friends and family to pursue their goals, it shows a level of emotional generosity that is impossible to ignore. Even in relationships, the way a woman treats others is a reflection of how she will treat her partner. If she is kind, patient, and understanding with people in her daily life, it is likely that she will bring the same qualities into her relationship. On the other hand, if she is constantly critical, dismissive, or unkind to those around her, it is a sign that those behaviors may eventually surface in a romantic relationship as well. Men are instinctively drawn to women who create a sense of warmth and safety, who make others feel valued and respected. Respect is another fundamental aspect that does not go unnoticed. A woman who respects people's boundaries, who listens without interrupting, and who treats everyone with dignity regardless of their status stands out in the best way possible. Men notice when she engages with people sincerely rather than just out of obligation. A woman who treats others well, not because she has to, but because it is a reflection of her character, carries a level of grace that is both admirable and attractive. The way a woman treats others is not just a reflection of how she was raised or what she has learned. It is an insight into who she truly is at her core. It is a silent language that speaks louder than any word she could say. Men notice the kindness in her actions, the empathy in her words, and the grace in the way she moves through the world. It is not about perfection, but about having a genuine heart, and that is something that leaves a lasting impact. Authenticity is one of the most attractive qualities a woman can possess. It is the quiet confidence of being true to oneself, rather than striving for an impossible standard of perfection. In a world that constantly pushes unrealistic ideals, whether through social media, beauty standards, or societal expectations, authenticity stands out. Men notice when a woman is unapologetically herself, comfortable in her own skin, and unafraid to show her true personality. It is not about being flawless, rather, it is about embracing one's quirks, imperfections, and individuality with pride. There is something captivating about a woman who does not pretend to be someone she is not. She does not filter her personality to fit in, nor does she change her opinions just to please others. She is honest about her feelings, her likes and dislikes, and her values. This kind of self-assurance is refreshing and magnetic. Men appreciate when a woman expresses herself genuinely, whether in the way she speaks, the way she laughs, or the way she pursues her passions. She does not hide behind a mask of what she thinks she should be, she simply is. And that makes her unforgettable. One of the most noticeable aspects of authenticity is emotional honesty. A woman who is real about her emotions, who does not suppress her feelings just to appear cool or perfect, creates a deeper connection with those around her. Men notice when she expresses joy without reservation, when she laughs loudly without worrying about how she looks, and when she speaks her mind without hesitation. They also notice when she is open about her struggles, when she allows herself to be vulnerable without fear of judgment. Vulnerability is not a weakness, it is a sign of strength. It shows confidence in who she is, and a willingness to connect on a genuine level. Authenticity also means embracing imperfections rather than obsessing over them. A woman who does not feel the need to be perfect in every aspect, whether it's in her appearance, her career, or her personal life, is incredibly attractive. She understands that perfection is an illusion and that what truly matters is self-acceptance. When she is at ease with herself, she radiates a kind of effortless beauty that no amount of makeup or designer clothing can replicate. Men notice the way she carries herself, the way she doesn't shy away from her quirks, but instead owns them with pride. Another defining trait of authenticity is having the courage to follow one's own path. A woman who pursues her passions, regardless of whether they are considered conventional or popular, stands out. She is not afraid to be different, to have unique interests, or to go against the grain when necessary. Men admire a woman with purpose and direction, someone who does not conform just to fit societal norms. Whether she is an artist, an entrepreneur, a scientist, or a traveler with an unconventional lifestyle, what matters is that she follows her heart. Her drive and passion make her magnetic. A woman who is authentic is also comfortable with saying no. She does not agree to things just to please others or avoid conflict. She values her own time, energy, and mental well-being. She sets boundaries and stands firm in them, which commands respect. Men notice when a woman knows her worth and does not compromise it for approval. This self-respect is incredibly attractive because it shows that she does not need validation from others to feel complete. Authenticity also shines through in the way a woman interacts with people. She does not pretend to like someone just to maintain appearances, nor does she put on a facade in social situations. She treats everyone with the same level of respect, whether they are a close friend, a coworker, or a stranger. Men notice when a woman is genuine in her kindness, when she listens with sincerity, and when she engages in conversations without pretense. There is an undeniable charm in someone who is simply real, without filters, without pretension, and without the need to impress. An authentic woman embraces growth and change. She does not claim to have all the answers, nor does she pretend to be perfect. She acknowledges her mistakes, learns from them, and continues evolving. She is open to new experiences, new perspectives, and new ways of thinking. Men appreciate when a woman is willing to grow without losing her essence, when she remains true to her core values while still being open to change. This balance of self-assurance and adaptability makes her even more intriguing. At the end of the day, what truly matters is not how perfectly a woman fits into a mold, but how boldly she embraces her uniqueness. When she is authentic, she creates real connections, commands respect, and exudes a confidence that is impossible to ignore. No, men are drawn to women who are real, who are not afraid to laugh at themselves, to admit their fears, to pursue their dreams, and to show up as they are. Authenticity over perfection is not just attractive, it is powerful. Ambition and drive are among the most captivating qualities a woman can possess. They go beyond external beauty and charm, revealing a depth of character that is inspiring and magnetic. A woman with ambition has a vision for her life, a fire that fuels her actions, and a determination to carve her own path. Men notice this not just in what she says, but in the way she moves through life with purpose, refusing to settle for less than what she knows she is capable of achieving. There is something incredibly attractive about a woman who wakes up every morning with a goal in mind. She is not waiting for life to hand her opportunities. She creates them. Whether she is an entrepreneur building her business, an artist refining her craft, or a professional excelling in her career, her passion for what she does is evident. She has an aura of purpose that draws people in because ambition is contagious. When a woman is excited about her own journey, it inspires those around her, including the men who take notice of her drive. Men pay attention to how a woman speaks about her dreams and the energy she brings when discussing her goals. There is a special kind of glow in the eyes of a woman who truly believes in herself and her potential. She does not wait for someone else to validate her dreams. She pursues them with confidence and dedication. This kind of determination is attractive because it shows a level of self-sufficiency and resilience. She is not looking for someone to complete her. She is already whole on her own. Another striking aspect of ambition is the discipline and work ethic that come with it. A woman who is committed to her growth, who is willing to put in the effort to achieve what she desires, stands out. She is not afraid of challenges, nor does she back down in the face of obstacles. Instead, she sees setbacks as stepping stones rather than barriers. This kind of resilience is impossible to ignore. Men notice when she does not give up easily, when she keeps pushing forward despite difficulties. There is an undeniable strength in a woman who refuses to be defined by failures, but instead uses them to fuel her progress. Confidence naturally follows ambition. A woman who knows what she wants and goes after it exudes a powerful presence. She does not second-guess herself or wait for permission to chase her dreams. She takes initiative, makes decisions, and trusts herself to navigate whatever comes her way. This self-assurance is incredibly attractive because it shows that she is in control of her own destiny. Men respect a woman who has a sense of purpose, who does not rely on others to dictate her life's direction, but instead charts her own course. Ambition is not just about career success. It extends to personal growth, relationships, and the way a woman envisions her future. Well, she is constantly striving to become the best version of herself, whether that means learning new skills, traveling to expand her perspective, or working on her mental and emotional well-being. Men notice when a woman invests in herself, when she prioritizes her goals, and when she has a vision for her future. It signals that she is someone who values growth and progress. which are qualities that command admiration. A woman with ambition also carries herself with a certain level of independence. She is not waiting for someone else to make her life exciting. She creates her own adventure. She does not need someone to motivate her because her inner drive is enough. This independence does not mean she does not appreciate companionship. Rather, it means she seeks a partner who complements her journey rather than defines it. Men respect and admire this level of self-sufficiency because it shows a woman who is whole on her own, not dependent on external validation to feel fulfilled. Ambition also reflects in the way a woman handles challenges. She does not view difficulties as roadblocks, but as opportunities to grow. She is willing to step out of her comfort zone, take risks, and push beyond limits. Men notice when she embraces challenges with a fearless attitude, when she does not let fear dictate her actions, and when she remains focused despite the odds. This resilience and determination make her not only attractive, but also deeply inspiring. Her ambition does not mean she is constantly working without balance. Instead, it means she is intentional with her time and energy. She knows when to push forward and when to recharge, when to be serious and when to enjoy life. Men appreciate a woman who has the ability to balance her goals with joy, adventure, and meaningful connections. It shows emotional intelligence and an understanding that ambition is not just about success, but about living a fulfilled and purposeful life. A woman's ambition is one of her greatest strengths. It sets her apart, gives her direction, and makes her stand out in a world where many settle for less. When she embraces her drive, pursues her dreams with courage, and refuses to dim her light, she becomes a force to be reckoned with. Men notice this, not just in words, but in action, in mindset, and in the undeniable energy of a woman who knows exactly where she is going. The energy a woman brings into a space is one of the most powerful and defining aspects of her presence. It is something that cannot be faked, forced, or hidden. It radiates from within and influences how people perceive and interact with her. More than just physical appearance or charm, energy speaks volumes about who she is at her core. It is in the way she carries herself, the way she engages with others, and the aura she exudes when she walks into a room. Men notice this energy before they even process the details of her looks or style. It is something felt on a deeper, almost instinctual level. There is something undeniably magnetic about a woman whose energy is full of positivity, confidence, and warmth. She does not need to announce herself or demand attention because her presence naturally draws people in. She carries herself with a sense of self-assurance, unbothered by external judgments. And that kind of energy is intoxicating. A woman who is comfortable in her own skin, who embraces her life with enthusiasm, creates an atmosphere that people, especially men, find incredibly attractive. Energy is not just about excitement or loudness, it is about the way a woman makes others feel. Some women have an effortlessly calming presence, making people feel at ease with just their words or a simple smile. Others bring an air of excitement, making every conversation feel lively and engaging. Then there are those whose energy is deeply grounding, radiating wisdom and stability. Whatever kind of energy a woman carries, it defines how she is remembered. Men pay close attention to whether her presence makes them feel uplifted, drained, inspired, or overwhelmed. A woman who brings lightheartedness and joy into interactions is naturally appealing. She does not take life too seriously, and she allows herself to enjoy the moment. She laughs freely, embraces fun without hesitation, and does not let small inconveniences ruin her mood. Her ability to find joy in simple things makes her presence enjoyable. Men are drawn to this kind of energy because it signals emotional security. She is not weighed down by unnecessary negativity, but instead chooses to focus on what truly matters. Equally attractive is the energy of a woman who is passionate about something. Whether it is her career, a hobby, or a cause she deeply believes in, her enthusiasm is contagious. There is a certain glow that comes with discussing something one truly loves, and when a woman expresses herself with passion, it creates a natural vibrance that captivates those around her. Men notice when she speaks with excitement, when her eyes light up about something she cares about, and when she puts her heart into what she does. Enthusiasm is a natural, refining fire in women. Passionate energy is unforgettable because it shows depth, drive, and a sense of purpose. Energy is not just about outward expressions, it is also about inner peace. A woman who carries herself with emotional balance and composure exudes an energy that is deeply attractive. She does not let negativity consume her, nor does she allow external circumstances to dictate her mood. She has a steady, unshakable presence that reassures those around her. Men notice when she does not overreact to stress, when she handles challenges with grace, and when she remains calm and centered in the face of adversity. That kind of energy is rare and invaluable. The way a woman treats others is also reflected in her energy. If she's kind, compassionate, and uplifting, her presence will naturally feel warm and inviting. If she is constantly critical, dismissive, or surrounded by negativity, that energy will be just as apparent. People pick up on these subtle cues, and men in particular are highly attuned to whether a woman's energy makes them feel good or uneasy. A woman who genuinely supports, encourages, and uplifts those around her creates an aura of positivity that people want to be around. Authenticity plays a huge role in energy as well. A woman who is true to herself carries a different kind of energy than someone who is constantly trying to impress or conform. When she is unapologetically herself, without pretense or fear of judgment, her presence feels effortless and real. Men notice when she is not pretending to be someone she is not, when she embraces her individuality, and when she interacts with confidence and ease. This kind of energy is powerful because it creates a sense of trust and connection. A woman's energy also determines the kind of people and opportunities she attracts. If her energy is centered on growth, optimism, and self-respect, she will naturally draw people who align with those qualities. If she carries energy filled with doubt, insecurity, or negativity, it will be reflected in the people she connects with. Men are naturally drawn to women whose energy is uplifting, inspiring, and full of life because it signals that she is someone who brings value into their world. Energy is more than just a mood or an attitude. It is the invisible force that defines how a woman moves through life and how she impacts those around her. It is not about trying to be someone she is not, but about embracing who she truly is and allowing that authenticity to shine. The way a woman carries her energy has the power to transform interactions, shape relationships, and leave an impression that lasts far beyond words or appearances. Men notice it, feel it, and remember it.